Hello there, beautiful Aries. Welcome back to my Tarot Nook. I hope you are doing wonderful and amazing and your blessings continue to flow in for you in life. All right, I appreciate everyone here and thank you for spending some of your time with me today. So for this reading, I will tap in to see where things are headed for you at this time, and I'll check in with your guides, the energies around you, take a peek at what's going on with you in love, relationships, and whatever other messages show up for you, for your higher self, for your higher good. Okay, so take the messages that resonate and please leave behind what does not, and allow the universe to sort it all out. Okay, this is a general reading for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. All right, you're also invited to check your other placements if you so wish. Check your other signs. Yeah, so let's see where things are headed for you at this time. Wow, relationships. Okay, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Like, literally, what did I just say? Let's check in to see what shows up for you and for your higher good. I am happy to see that, not gonna lie. It feels like the focus here on your path right now and your soul journey is working and building and sorting out relationships in your life and just pushing in the positive, or attracting the positive in the relationships that you're building, that you're creating, that you're fostering here, you're forging. Okay, and so I feel like somebody here, you could be through this whole entire empowerment experience that you're going through, the focus shifting to relationships and like building bonds. I feel like something more is going to come out of that, like for you. So kind of be on the lookout. It feels like you have some type of plan. And so like the formula, the plan is being built upon here. So continue, expanding on that like don't go back, don't withdraw, don't like keep forging forward. Okay. Empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation. This is probably one of your strongest suits here, Aries. You're coming across as somebody that's very effectively supportive in nature towards other people. And so you're like literally in a place right now where what you create for yourself, what you build, what you surround yourself with is going to attract like a lot of that like essence of you kind of like, growing into your purpose. Okay, that's kind of coming through very strong here. Let's see what else wants to show up for you, Aries. Where are things headed for my Aries? What's going on? All right. Oh, I can never shuffle where they can come flying out, so that's fine. I am all about that. So we have discipline here, all right, consistency and practice. Like I was saying, Aries, don't get distracted and don't like maybe kind of, like keep the momentum going and work with your own energies here. Be comfortable saying yes, no, setting boundaries, practicing the things that you want for your own well-being, for your higher good here. I feel like essentially there's somebody around you here that's kind of, watching you from afar. Something could have essentially here recently gotten like a little like wild, maybe some kind of an argument or a fight may have broken up, but you have like a harmonious approach to thinking of things, and I feel like you're really kind of keeping like information close to yourself here. You're not oversharing. Okay, you're very disciplined, you're coming across very structured, and I feel like literally you're like harmonizing your own like life path right now, and you're working on your own journey. You're comfortable. Okay, you're comfortable, and it feels like you've got a good grip on something here in your life. All right. Okay, creator. All right, so I feel like the biggest thing here is to kind of talk about, again, creating your destiny here, creating your own path. You're literally understanding, like I said, the formula earlier. You're coming through as well. If you're not, you're going to be awakened to it, I can tell you that much. I mean, literally here something has happened, something has pushed you to that new, like allowed you to jump. You have like taken a certain leap. You're about to take a leap into something here, and you're gonna kind of like, it's gonna catalyze, it's everything. You're gonna literally have like the orb of your creations in your hand. You're going to be able to make it all happen, and it's all going to be because of your empathy and your ability to be like, conscientious, mindful, and kind-hearted, like compassionate here. Relationships is going to become way more meaningful for you as well. And I feel like you're attracting positive energies around you. Okay, so it seems like you've got like your eyes on the prize. Okay, you're focused on something here. All right, we have a sacrifice here, renunciation, offering, and letting go. I'm telling you, you're building something for yourself here. I feel like for a lot of you, you've been hurt in the past, in the most recent past. You may have walked away from something. Something could have kind of dissolved for you at some point. And it's just like, if you look at these beautiful faces here, it's kind of like almost not looking, but reminiscing of the past or reflecting to improve something. Okay, like everything, the desires are there, the magic is there, the alchemy is there, God's work is here, you know. And when I say magic, I'm not talking one way or another, I'm talking about the actual, like your actual powers. Like you're coming across so focused. Some of you expect you're awakening something within yourself. So whatever it is you've been thinking about, wondering about, reading about, wanting, you know, I'm telling you, it's going to come through. And here's the thing, you know, a lot of you might lose friends along the way, or, you know, like relationships, some of them you're going to attract, you know, you may, and something here could mean that you have to stop something or pause something or end something here for this whole shift to be happening. And I feel like it starts and ends with relationships for this reading. And look, you are speaking in an affirmation. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good, especially when it comes to relationships. Okay, so it's okay here, you know, you're gonna heal. You know, it's not a catastrophe, but something here had to stop, or, you know, get like let go, sacrifice, so to speak. Okay, and thirst. Okay, there's a sense here of like an obsessive energy or some type of a compulsive energy here. Somebody here is coming through as very focused, okay, with the discipline, but there's also kind of like a craving here. So I feel like the biggest thing, look, we're looking at relationships. You literally are thirsty and hungry for relationships that are positive for you, that are serve your higher good. You're really, if you have not focused on that just yet, this should be the message for you that kind of brings it out. Like, hey, you know, you attract that for your own well-being, because you deserve that. You're very focused, you're very disciplined. All right, you've got a plan. You keep kind of looking into the past a little bit, but you're also looking up. You're looking at something, you're wanting something, you're hungry for it. Okay, so I feel like, wow, there's a lot of stuff like, look at you, honor, high standards, idealistic. You're coming across as very sound-minded. Like your ability to kind of, when you're working for yourself and for your higher self and with your higher self, to be honest with you, it's like you've got that, like your work, that's like the highest honor. Okay, you're like, that's how I'm reading these cards for you here. And you have standards. Okay, and your standards is this: I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. All right, and you are going to be affirming that, you're going to be pulling that into your life. All right, so let's see what else is going on for you here. Let's check in with your love situation, or what's going on with your relationships with a loved one or special someone. Don't know, sometimes family and boyfriends and girlfriends, everyone shows up, sometimes they don't. So just let's see what shows up here. What are some messages for Aries for where things are headed with the energies on their mind? All right, so pride. All right, so we have somebody that's being very stubborn or a little arrogant here, lusting. All right, there's a sense here of somebody that just really wants to play and not, like, you know, commit or whatever. It's more, you know, like on the, like almost like the like a side piece or just a piece supposedly, you know what I mean? Like something that's not consistent. It's like, I'm here for specific things and then I just can't commit or something like that. And somebody here is working on letting all that go, releasing, walking away. We have moving on. And I feel like somebody's waking up to that reality of like, hey, you know, it's important to kind of like let go of this because I'm not being fulfilled here. All right, and then upheaval. I mean, there's been some turbulent times, something unexpected, like I said, happened here. And I feel like for a lot of you, you came to some type of a realization, like what you value, you know, what your values are. And you're sticking by those. I feel like with pride, but you're around somebody here that's very arrogant and they're being very stubborn. They're trying to stay non-committal, and I feel like some of you are moving on from that. You're working on a new direction in life. Okay, so there should be some type of a fresh start. We'll see here what this fresh start is all about. Okay, we'll see what wants to show up with that. All right, I hope you're enjoying this reading so far. Okay, so let's see what else is showing up for Aries. What's next for Aries here? Where are things headed for Aries? All right. Yeah, there could have been some type of a third party. I'm telling you, this non-committal thing, sexual energy and intensive, it's somebody that's just in it to play, to have a good time. You know, they're not making something a priority here. And I feel like, you know, there were other things that I got that got in the way of us being together. And I feel like this was more like allowed. Like, and I feel like for a lot of you, you're like, no, I'm good. Thank you so much. Okay. The damage has been done here. We're both hurting from this. Yep. And somebody's trying to, like I said, work on letting go. So there's just been a lot of pain here. Soul tie. I always feel connected to you, you know, and I feel like this is so interesting. It's over letting go, because letting go is not easy. Okay, so it's like the work on it, the trying to move on, the empowerment, everything is working, sure, because there's a plan and somebody's trying to heal and grow and just kind of, you know, allow things to be what they are, become strong from like learning from this whole experience. But there's something here that's like really rough to just easily let go. Something just kind of keeps lingering and kind of hanging on. All right, there's some regret here. I wish this never happened. Yeah, but this is somebody that's still showing up as non-committal. So let's see. Look, wow, you guys. Wow, Aries, look at this here. Okay, look at this. How can we like not pay attention here? Or we have beginnings. Okay, a new chapter. I'm trying to move on. Didn't we just talk about letting go? And I feel like the message here is somebody's trying to move on. It's really tough. It could be that both of you are still struggling to like literally move on, which can also make sense. But this is an energy that gets a lot of what they want from you, and they don't want to like lose it or miss out on it. I feel like you're just tired of the games, or tired of the you know, the idea of the inconsistencies. It just feels like it's just too convenient. Okay, it's serving one person but not the other person. All right, so let's see what else is going on here for you and where things are headed for you. Show us the messages that we have yet to see. Please let us see what else my beautiful Aries needs to know. All right, what are the messages for Aries, please? All right, Aries, here we go. All right, so the Six of Pentacles is here. Ace of Wands. Two of Swords. All right, we have the Fool in reverse. Temperance. The World. Okay, shoot. And then we have the Two of Wands. What? Okay. And the Chariot. Okay, so I hope you can see everything nice and clear. All right, you are my first reading for this series, so I think I got it nicely laid out, which makes me happy. Alrighty, y'all. So with the Six of Pentacles, I feel like right now, again, there's just a lot of kind of somebody's here, like I feel like there's a sense of balance that's being desired in the connection, but something is lacking. I feel like I'm talking to some type of a male energy here that's reflecting about their female, but regardless, I do feel essentially here somebody's trying to be picky. There's a little bit of a breadcrumbing situation going on, and I feel like that's the energy, that's the non-committal energy that keeps showing up. Or somebody that's just too playful and they're just not ready to settle down without any negative intentions. But the Chariot Chariot here just tells me, you know, there's something here. There's somebody that's overcoming obstacles. Okay, somebody's working on overcoming obstacles, but somebody also wants to overcome obstacles with you. This is a reading about you and what's, you know, what's headed your way here. So I feel like somebody's coming your direction here. They're going to be very like decisive in a way, and they want something to be very successful. Okay, so there's a driven direction towards you here. This is a Cancer energy, and you want to get over a hurdle here. And I feel like the power of two for them is super important. If they had to really pick who they wanted to settle more with, it'll probably be you. Okay, so even though they may, for example, have options, they're non-committal for whatever the personal reasons are, for whatever aspect of your relationship that you've accepted, you're like the bucket that's like the more like 90% Aries, I can do 10% everyone else. But it's just something here about them that does not want to kind of make something exclusive. Okay, so that's just how things are with this person. But I feel like there's an energy that's using discernment here, and I feel like every time you come out a little stronger with this person. So while there can be third parties and we are living through something that's very like hurtful, damage has been done, pain is there, it does feel like, you know, there's something here, somebody has a plan. All right, there's an outlook over the horizon here, and I feel like maybe you might be breadcrumbing this person. So rather than overfilling them with you know, rather than, yeah, you're like kind of breadcrumbing them your time. You're like making them slowly work towards you here. All right. And like, it's kind of obvious because like the Ace of Wands is the desire here. All right. I feel like the desire here is to have some type of a reunion, some type of a guarantee, some type of a newness, some type of a direction that can maybe solidify something here. There's just a lot of power and passion coming through. And it's just like, there's been a lot of thinking about things. There's been ideas, plans, desires, creating, manifesting some kind of a relationship that, you know, serves your higher good, works with you, works with your well-being. All right, so I feel like that wand, that passion, that fire is coming through. But it's coming through as well as a very kind of strong strong fire like relationship, you know, that whole like, you know, sexual intensity and all that stuff. So the attraction is super present when the two of you are together. But there's also, guess what, this is a desire to have a new chapter, a new beginning. All right, so this is actually in the hopes and desires, and there's a desire to have a new beginning. We have a new chapter, and then we have beginnings. I don't even know what kind of a title I'm going to title this reading for you, Aries, because I feel like I'm going to say new beginning and everyone's going to be like, oh, I've seen this before. Literally, you're like, there's an initiation of a new beginning here. Action will be taken towards this, okay? Decisive action, like we talked about. The Two of Swords, there's some, of course, some uncertainties here. There's a little bit of a, you know, confusion. I feel like somebody is blocking their emotions, not wanting to express some things, but they're kind of holding in some bottled up anger or frustration. It's more, you know, based on the fact that somebody's being lied to, or somebody has been inconsistent with the truths, you know, or just lacking. And I feel like with this Two of Swords, you know, there's some type of a like a stillness right now, like a quiet period, and I feel like it's just things are kind of in a indecisive place, not just for you but also for this energy. It's like they cannot afford losing you, but they're extremely indecisive of what to come through with an option or an offer of some sort. All right, so the Fool is here in the reverse, y'all. You know, I feel like there's a desire to start something new, but it's gonna be a little on the reckless side. This is an energy, like I said, this connection has a lot of inconsistencies, and the committal is not there. It's shown up multiple times, so it's like, why are we fighting? Or not why are we fighting, but why are we even repeating? Like, literally, it's the fact, but it's a persistent thing because it just keeps happening, and I feel like the universe kind of is drawing your attention to this. Like, whatever new journey is being manifested, we have 3 different new beginnings, and it could literally be with this person. It's just whatever it is, whatever chance, whatever forgiveness, whatever it is, there's just going to still be a sense of kind of there's going to be the fun part, and, you know, someone's going to try to have that faith, but there's also going to be distractions, and somebody's going to neglect things again. Okay, So it's almost as though you're dealing with somebody that knows you like them a little too much. You will always take them back, and no matter what, you know, boundaries you set, something new kind of is evolved. But I feel like your desire to be with them is more on the passionate side of things as well. So it's kind of tough, you know, because this person is not on the committal side, even with the Fool in the reverse. Okay, their behavior is always going to be unpredictable, at least at this time. All right, but the Temperance is here, like it, Sagittarius energy. You know, I feel like the concerns here is whether there's going to be harmony and balance with this person, or whether you'll be able to kind of see past them and accept that opposites attract, and maybe your tolerance and threshold for this person can grow and increase. I feel like there's, you know, there's some things that are acknowledged that, you know, you may never know, or you know, you're going to get tired of like wondering and figuring it out, but you're hoping for some, you know, strike of luck for some of you, especially for those of you that are manifesting a return, or, you know, for those of you that are building this relationship situation in general, for whatever's surrounding you, especially with this love interest here, or with this energy that drives you nuts. I think it just feels like, you know, you have a way of thinking for solutions a lot, and so the problems that you usually deal with, you know, are usually solvable, but it's going to be like how much do you want to be patient? How much more patience can you have? All right, because you do see, I feel like a lot of you do feel like you are in a soul connection with this person, or you are in a soulmate, you know, alignment at this point, and so there's just things for you that are just, they make more sense to you than they make to them. Okay, so the World card here, you know, I like it. I feel like, you know, there's this is the where we're like, I mean, oh my gosh, this is first of all the last card in the deck. So the Fool's Journey is the new beginning, and that's been the challenge, just to get things off and ground and have a new beginning. And things are ending like with where things are headed with the World card. And I feel like you're going to be fulfilled. There's going to be a sense of completion here very soon in any direction you take with this energy, whether they're returning and you're going to accept them, sort something out and accept things for what they are, or whether you choose the path to also focus on attracting what's good for your higher good, you're going to successfully achieve that. The possibilities for you are endless, because you're ending a certain type of a journey, because you have a plan to start a new one with a different plan, with a different beginning, but you're still dealing with a twin flame connection here. So this new journey, this new beginning, you know, you're closing some type of a chapter, but you're opening a new one with them, even if it might be that Fool, and even if there might be some lessons here to be learned, you're moving on to the next phase in your life here. There's a new beginning. It's showed up so many times that it's just, again, I don't know what else I can say about that. All right, and then the final message here, advice, or what you need to know or focus on or release looking ahead. The Two of Wands is here. You know, the Desire was the Ace, and now we have the Two. You know, I mean, there's a choice, and we're dealing with the Twin Flame, and I feel like the choice is going to be completely yours. Will there be some deceptiveness, some playfulness, some indecisions? Maybe yes. You know, some of you might be thinking about completely detaching for right now, and like allowing the World card to lead you into a new adventure. Others of you are going to consider, you know, starting and completing something, accepting, forgiving, moving on, and then rebuilding something here through manifesting. So the Two of Wands comes forward, and then it just kind of, you know, says, hey, are we staying? Am I detaching? Am I sticking around? But we have somebody here that's still going to feel a little withdrawn. And so I feel like for a lot of you, you're going to choose to kind of move along from this. I feel like for right now, because I feel like for a lot of you, you're going to be dealing with an energy that's very inconsistent, and they can come and go as they want. And it's not something that's aligning for your higher good. You're not like, it doesn't make you feel good. So it's like a little painful, but there is a fear of the unknown out there. So I feel like this energy is going to always still try, you know, to kind of find a way to hook you back in, and play with your emotions and tug at your heartstrings here. All right. Well, this is all I have for you, Aries. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please let me know in the comments what's going on with you. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and of course, thank you to everyone that's a returning subscriber and viewer. Thank you for helping this channel grow. I sincerely appreciate you guys for that. Merci beaucoup. Gracias. All right. So your final message for this reading, your daily healing words of wisdom is trust in divine order. You are being helped. All right. So I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.